It's time. It's time. Hey, y'all. It's your girl out of mind, the one that lets her light shine no matter who it blinds. Sagittarius. I'm here for you all's March monthly messages. And let me tell y'all what I can't get stuck out of my head. It's called Break It Off by Pink Pantheress. I'm fine. Unless it comes to me. It's time. It's time. Stopping you. Oh, what's stopping me? So really what she's talking about is like, what I think she's talking about anyway, is how we tend to stay in things, you know, by creature of habit. Let me look up the lyrics. First of all, did I already introduce myself? It's your girl out of mind, the one that lets her light shine no matter who it blinds. Hey, Sag. For my returning light bulbs, welcome back. For those that are just joining, welcome. How are you? It's nice to meet you. I'm sure you're going to love it over here, child. So you might as well go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe. No one ever saw me cry until I left the party the other night. Do you remember all the things you said to me that came out of his mouth automatically? But I'm so used to saying, I'm fine. And then something that you did to hurt me was, it comes to me. It's time. One day I just want to hear you say, I like you. I'm saying that because she's English and that's how she sings. But I love it. Okay, so it's really about a couple that the boy is always mean. So it's like, do you even really like me, nigga? Do you really even like me? Okay, because you don't really be acting like it. One day I just want to hear you say, I like you. That's so funny. I'm out here thinking about every bad mistake I made, but I'm so used to saying, I'm fine. So yeah, like, she just putting up with the okie doke. You know, she just putting up with his shit, putting up with his treatment. And it's like, nigga, do you really even like me? And for the ladies, for my straight ladies, even for my ladies that have dealt with men before in general, it be like that sometimes, you know? You could like really be kicking it tough with a nigga. But shit, he telling all his homeboys, yeah, she just some real, that's just my little, you know, that's just something to do when there's nothing to do. Damn, I thought you liked me. That's what Mona was saying. When you had one head on neck, other arm on frontal. Mom, you said you love me. You said you wanted to get married. Child, why you being weird all of a sudden? These niggas be being weird. Baby, that's why I just stay in my little lane. Because I know my husband is a god, for real. So I know that's why I'm having to wait just a little bit longer, you feel me? Because you just don't meet a man like mine every day, you know? So, and he waiting for me. Honey, that dud, you don't have to worry. Anyway, Twin Flame is your first card out. So someone is dealing with this might be, okay, you have your twin flames, you have your karmic partners, you have your soulmate, so on and so forth. If you believe in these systems, then great. There are a lot of people that don't. But a twin flame is often someone that is sent to you to it's kind of like a mashup of a soul mate and a karmic partner, because a karmic partner teaches you lessons and a twin flame does too, but this is someone that you've been with many lifetimes. You know, this is an eternal connection. So you and this person, you know, are stuck to each other like white on rice, pretty much. And you may find a runner and a chaser often in these dynamics. You have one person that's always chasing the other, and the other that is always running from the chaser, until both decide to say, okay, I'm gonna work on my shit. I'm going to fucking work on my shit. Okay? And then they could come back together. That's usually when they do come back together, when they both have decided to work on their shit. So now that that's out the way, that's what you all are doing, okay? Something is occurring in this twin flame connection that is miraculous, okay? It's being divinely guided. Something about ancient wisdom. You all have known each other many lifetimes before. So there may be a cycle that you all have continuously repeated for multiple lifetimes. But with death and rebirth here, I feel like you're finally getting it right in this lifetime. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. It's either that, or some of you are just now kind of finding out who your twin flame is, and that's what's being brought to light. I'm fine. It comes to me. It's time. But once I just wanna hear you say, I like you. And stopping me. What's stopping you? I'm sorry about that. My mom called, and I called her back, and she said hello and just hung up on me. How rude. Yeah, Mom, if you see this, I'm talking about you. I'm just saying, I love you, Mama. But what was that about? Girl, it must have been a butt down. Anyway. You and somebody are going through a tower moment, honey. But for some of you all, this is very harmonious. You all are able to come together and say, listen, man, like, I know that I fucked up. Like, the chaser's like, or the runner's like, I know that I fucked up. You know? And the runner's like, there's so much power and free will. I don't know. There's something really beautiful about this. Y'all love the hell out of each other, and you don't want to bring or carry any unnecessary baggage into your connection for the long term. Y'all are getting it right this time. Because both of you all's highest selves have decided to defend this sacred connection. You could have said, all right, like, the contract is up for all lifetimes prior and moving forward, but we gonna do this right this time. And you are. Some of you all might be, y'all may have been connected by blood in a past lifetime. Could be your mama. Shit. Have resilience and stand strong, because whatever you want out of this connection, it's definitely here. Somebody though, that's powerful. Someone is like, I'm used to being the giver here. And I'm always going to be the giver. No one can stop you from being so loving, so giving, so kind-hearted. They could try, but they will never succeed because that's just who you are. You're built like that. This is a very secure person that's just going to keep giving and giving and giving because that is who they are. And because that is who you are, you also reap. Man, people like this tend to be so abundant and prosperous. Not all the time, because the realm that we live in, the matrix that we live in, often rewards those that keep this matrix going on some evil shit. So not everyone that is good gets their just due. You feel me? You can be a really good person. You wonder why, some bad people don't get their get backs. They may not get it in this life. Okay? But they're going to get it eventually. And then it may not show up, their get back may not show up from a point of view. You may not be able to see how they're getting their get back. They may be mentally ill, and that could really be their get back. There could be just so many variations, but don't you change. Don't change. Don't change, squirrel. Okay, don't change for nobody. You're a very blessed person, Sagittarius, because you are like this. You are going to want to, if you are dealing with a Capricorn, there may be a cycle ending with you all, or you may be elevating to the next level of you all's connection. But for others of you, there's something really heavy, very dark, very chaotic. There's something within this matrix. It may be money, the money aspect of the matrix. It may be programming, you being programmed by the shit. It may be being kept down, held down, oppressed. Some form of oppression. For some of you all, it may even be your fertility, womb health. Stop taking birth control. Stop fucking taking birth control. They done fucked around and convinced a lot of us to get vaccinated. I don't know, but there's something that could potentially be oppressing you, and this is your time to snap out of the shit, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is here. There are so many other ways to skin a cat, okay? There's so many other ways to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish in the material world, that you don't have to touch this shit. This man-made shit, this shit that is cursed before you even touch it, okay? That may also be a part of this twin flame connection. One of you may be very rooted in the material world, and the other may have ascended spiritually and in a past lifetime. And so even in this lifetime, you are reliving that cycle. But this is a time for you to, and for the person that is material based, to see the error of their ways and to snap out of it, truly, so that you all can move forward in future lifetimes liberated. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So this is kind of deep. This is kind of deep. And Sag, I don't know why your readings be like this. You all are learning a lot right now. Get outside. Go touch some grass. Some of you all may be so caught up into the material realm because you're always consuming television, consuming the media, consuming music, consuming money, you know, with money, buying useless shit. Your inner critic, consuming what the devil, you know, is saying up here, consuming, and not creating, not producing anything, not being I am, not being the goddess that you are. Go outside and touch some grass. You're gonna learn a lot out there, okay? Life is not happening in the little box that you live in every day. Life is happening out there. So go and live it. What's stopping me? What's stopping you? You've learned so much. Some of you all may be changing your field of study. Or say you've been in a career for a really long time. It's not fulfilling for some of you all. And so you're going to change careers. Before I get this last message. Or you finally found something that really interests you and not something that you're just filling up space and time with. It's like busy work versus work that you really want to be doing. Like, for instance, going to work this morning, that was busy work for me. This is my bread and butter spiritually. It may not be it may not yet be like my main source of income, but it is what fulfills me. I heard a sigh of relief. Somebody's giving a sigh of relief because there has been a situation that has been kind of keeping you from loving as purely as you are worthy of loving, or receiving love as easily and comfortably as you deserve to receive it. Something about that is ending. And again, with this death and rebirth, it's like something is completely turning around for the better here. But you all had to go through this. There's something, these are lifelong lessons, but not just this life. Like, this is multiple lifetimes here. And you're finally getting the healing that you have been desiring. Some of you all will be expressing this to the other, or it will be being expressed to you, what you have been wanting to hear for so long. And at a soul level, it just feels like, oh my God, like I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. So you're moving forward happily ever after. It can be happily ever after. You all won't have to deal with these kind of challenges ever again. It's taken a major toll on your souls for a while. Some of you all came back in this lifetime just to facilitate healing and change between you and this person. Alchemy, delight, joy, period. You all have literally brought this on. When you all decided to come back here for this lifetime, you already knew what was to come. I'm telling you, the rest of your days, I'm not trying to sound like, oh, and you'll never have any worries or issues again. I'm not trying to be false. You know, I'm not false. I'm speaking genuinely when I say this. You knew that this was coming. And I just want to let you know that you are successful. When I was a flight attendant, whenever we would have to go back, like for our continuing qualifications, our CQs, that's what they would say whenever we would pass whatever we were doing. You are successful. So, Sagittarius, you are successful. You and your divine twin flame, this eternal connection, you all are a success in this lifetime. And this month of March, something very significant is happening for you all. Illusions are being cleared out. And the Saturn did just go into Pisces, so that is an indication, as well as it's just going to feel a lot more peaceful and a lot less chaotic. You all are kind of going to know, like, okay, this is where we go from here, instead of it just being like, I'm fighting in the dark and I don't know what I'm fighting. Fuck. So you don't have to believe me. Just let it manifest. Your higher self already knows, so I ain't really got to say too much else. Don't forget to let your light shine no matter who it blinds. I love y'all, Sag, and I'll see y'all later.